Hey people, this is Jess and it's Sunday again on GenderqueerChat. This week we're talking about our gender Gumbies, so hopefully you've seen one of the previous videos, so you know what that's all about. I was easily distractible today, so I should probably be in bed already. I need to be up at 4 for work, and so I'm going to try to be as efficient as possible on this one. So as far as the gender Gumby, anatomy is mostly talking about upstairs and downstairs. So it could be like penis and balls versus like clit and vagina. Like in an ideal world, I guess like it would be great to have all those things, like to be like a hermaphrodite or something like that, which I know doesn't exist. So in the real world, I'm pretty cool with my female bits. Like, I don't know, it's kind of fun to pee standing up, so like I'll use an STP every once in a while, but as far as wanting a penis, I think it's cool to be able to take mine off whenever I want to, so I'm pretty cool with those bits. Upstairs, flat chest versus breasts, and I'm thinking like large breasts, which I'm really glad that I don't have, versus like a completely masculine flat chest. I think I would be slightly female of center on that one. I really love my nipples, so that's great, and usually that's how I prefer to have my upstairs referred to as just the gender neutral term nipples as opposed to like boobs or breasts or any of that good stuff. So I don't think that I would be interested in having any sort of chest surgery or anything like that because like sensitivity issues and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm glad that I really don't have very large breasts, and sometimes I kind of forget they're there, and then whenever I take my shirt off, like to wash my face in the morning, it's like a little surprise, but I'm not like horrified they're there or anything, they're just kind of there. And I'm cool with that. So, alright, on to gender identity. We had the scale that was male to female, and then like genderqueer in the middle, so I guess if that was the scale I was sticking to, I would be in genderqueer, because I don't think that I fall into either of the other two categories. Maybe slightly closer to female than male, but actually I think that this would be more representative of what my gender identity is like. Alright, gender expression, outer appearance. I think that I am slightly female of center just because of societal reasons. Like, I do wear some women's clothing, and men traditionally don't wear women's clothing. Otherwise, I would say I'm pretty much in the middle, androgynous as far as my expression, as far as outer appearance goes. Gender expression behavior, I might be slightly male of center just because of like occupation. I drive a motorcycle, people kind of perceive me as more butchy or masculine or something because of those things, but I don't know. I think I'm pretty close to center on behavior. Perceived gender expression. I think it's pretty female. People don't read me as male all that often, so I wouldn't say like I'm like really far female, but I'm definitely female of center. It's pretty rare that people will see me as male. It happens occasionally, but not often. Socialization, that's a tricky one. My parents were pretty flexible with me. Like, they had 3 daughters, and I was the youngest child, and I guess my dad kind of wanted a son, so I just kind of filled in for that role. I did a lot of boy things with him, and they were cool with me being interested in more male-type activities. So they were pretty cool about raising me kind of in the middle, but then on the other hand, society just has such a big effect. I still had my like issue of 17 magazine telling me that I was ugly and what I had to do to change myself to make boys interested in me and all this other BS. So I would say my socialization was like somewhere between androgynous and female because of those 2 factors. On to the sex Gumby. That one's pretty easy for me because all of these are pretty much like female. My legal sex is female, my assigned sex is female, perceived, generally female. Chromosomally, I assume I'm an XX. Hormonally, I seem to be under the influence of estrogen. And reproductive organs, I'm pretty sure I've got a uterus, and sometimes I talk to it. Usually it's like, frickin' uterus, just give up already. There's not going to be any sperm coming to inseminate your eggs, so why do you have to make me bleed every month? I hate you. So that's usually how the uterus conversation goes. Sexuality Gumby. They say gender identity of partner. It can vary some. Generally, I'm attracted to people who are more like gender fluid and not necessarily like one extreme or the other. I guess that goes for both gender identity and gender expression of partner. It's pretty much people who are super feminine or super masculine don't really do it for me, but people who are like somewhere in the middle or like moderately one or the other, and that's usually where my attraction lies. Anatomy of partner, most of my partners have been female-bodied, and that's cool with me. There have been some people who were trans women who were pre-op or non-op or however they wanted to identify, and that was also okay with me. So I really I don't necessarily have a preference anatomy-wise. I mentioned in another video I do have a hormonal preference. I like people who are under the influence of estrogen for the most part. Role of partner in self, active, versatile, or passive. I would say I'm on the versatile to passive spectrum, and therefore I like people who are on the versatile to active spectrum. And then just pretty much like everybody else, my sexual political identity is queer. Yay, queer. Alright, so I sped through that pretty well, I think, and so yeah, take care, have a good week, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!